Hey everybody, and welcome back to our another WARNO playthrough of our Armored Fury campaign. So, we last time were fighting down in this sector, trying to batter these tank forces before they got too close to our front lines, which we were quite successful in. We eliminated one whole group, if I remember correctly. Let's actually... Oh no, we didn't, sorry. We just badly damaged both of these guys. That's what it was. As we can see, they're both heavily fatigued. Now, if we want, we can attack here again with our leopards and at least try to finish one of them off. I think we'll go after this smaller group and just try and get them out of the way, get them off the board. So, yeah, we'll hop right in here. Looks like it's going to be a straight-up fight, one-on-one. So we're going to be trying to finish off this T-64 group. It would be a really good hit on their forces in this area to knock this unit off their board. Their first group. First battalion, or sorry, I'm just gonna stop talking. But all right, so first things first, we're gonna have to try and hold this bridge to maintain superiority over this little right side. Stagger our tanks a little bit. Okay, and now we're going to want tanks over here. We'll set one up just to guard these bridges for now. Keep that side wide open. And we'll obviously need some lukes. Throw one here. And one over here. And we're going to move them up here. Try and find those tanks over there before they get all the way up to us. We'll also put a Jaguar on this backside area, just to try and watch out for enemy tanks that try to approach us from this way. What else would we like? We can afford one more leopard, which we'll use a... We'll get a command leopard down for this right side push. And we can throw down... Let's get... I'm not totally sure what I want to do here. We could try and get some infantry maybe up over here. Or bring them up there. We'll just go for now with... We'll just throw down two more Jaguars. These, I mean, the tank, anti-tank killing ability of them is awesome. So, we definitely want to use them as much as possible. And we'll throw him down right up here for now. Okay, let's launch. Everybody will begin rolling out. I'm not sure what these two are doing, but you gotta get up here. Okay, looks like we are heading out. Kick it into full speed. We'll get these units up here a little bit more. Let's get our Lukes up here to see what he can find. Okay, he is going to be setting up here shortly. We did just have contact here. Not sure what that was. Oh, T-64BV, very close range. Wow, he rolled right up on us. They also smoke a T-64 over here. And we need to get up here ASAP, please. Okay, so our Jaguar over here is engaging. Looks like they brought quite a lot to that side. Move our Lukes up, as well as the Jaguar over here. Not sure why our tank over here refused to move up, but we need to smoke over here now. Fall back through the smoke. Hopefully we get eyes on this T-64 before he sees us, which it looks like we do. And our leopards finish him off quickly. We're gonna have to separate these two over here. Make more room for these units that are slowly pushing up. there's quite a lot over here. Wow, and they just triple tapped those tanks in there, which is not fun. It's our first loss over here, at least. Looks like we do have contact now over here. BMP. Quick and easy work for our leopards. We need to work on getting into these zones as well now. So they're making a pretty good push so far. Let's bring this leopard over here. Try and route him around a little bit. And we're just going to continue to fill up with leopards over here as well until we can take control of this zone again. So they have all three zones. They're 8 minutes, 15 seconds away from victory, which is not the most ideal. Move up our leopards over here. Looks like we have a BMP in the woods out there. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for our leopards to take care of. Looks like we are being engaged now. We've lost sight of him. Leopards now see him though. He is quick and easily destroyed. Great job by the leopards to get rid of him. And we'll continue pushing these guys up. Our our leader over here has moved up and is now in position to get into this zone. We are now also taking artillery fire. There was their command unit right there. It looks like a T-64 BVK. Jaguar over here smokes a BMP that was trying to flank around us. We're down to 41 points currently. So that artillery is out over here, it looks like. One thing I do want to be careful of is obviously the infantry that we were looking for. And there they make themselves appear finally. Artillery is getting danger close. Okay. Here we go. There goes most of their infantry. We lost sight of them again though. Luke's manages to kill that last group of infantry. And we'll continue moving these tanks up. That T-64 is somewhere back there. We just don't know exactly where yet. Looks like we do have infantry danger close now. Did just have a unit pop up back over here, so that's a little worrisome, as I'm not sure what it is. We have a BMP-2 out here. We're going to take a hit here. Looks like we are engaging a T-64 back here, and he's firing away at our command leopard. We're gonna smoke him out. We push him out of the zone, and we're gonna give chase over here. We need to kill this guy. There we go. That's the last enemy unit in this area taken care of. Our leopards over here are still under artillery fire. I'm assuming they have some kind of a scout or something in the area that is putting accurate fire, giving the ability to put down accurate fire on our tanks out here. Move these leopards up for now. This Luke's I want to be careful with. Oh my god, they are just never ending with that artillery fire right now, which is a little annoying. Looks like we have BMP-28G moving up on this flank. So they clearly have infantry or something out here. We'll bring some munitions up, and we're going to pop smoke. Maybe that'll hold off that artillery fire for a little bit. We'll also need some munitions back over here, but we got to watch out, like I said, for that enemy that I thought we saw sneaking through this bridge. So, just one thing to worry about. There we go, there's the BMP I was talking about. Our Jaguar is locking on, or well, has sighted him I should say, and firing off a missile. We lose a leopard over here. It's a side shot as he's retreating right there. But these other two, oh my gosh, we lose another one. Move these leopards up, try and help this guy out before he goes kaboom. It is unfortunate that we're in a little bit of a melee over here. We're going to pop smoke right here. Enemy contact out here. I want to try and get a shot with our Jaguar on this T-64, but it's going to be a little tricky, I think, to do so. Our munitions vehicle is on the way. So what we are lacking is recon. We only got the two Luke's vehicles. So we gotta make them, we gotta work with what we got, obviously. Another BMP-2 destroyed. Looks like we are now in range of the T-64, so we're popping a missile, but he pops smoke and retreats. So we're gonna shuffle back into that tree line real quick. This guy's just about out of munitions as well over here, unfortunately. We'll continue to push these tanks up for now. We'll get views on this T-64 out here. Solo Leopard now engaging. One should be able to one-shot this T-64, which we do. We can now pull them out. Pull both these guys back to this tree line, and we'll do what we did with these other guys and get a munitions vehicle out here so we can get him fixed up and ready to engage elsewhere. Okay, looks like we're just out of range of this T-64. Now we are in range and should be able to fire away. There we go. T-64 destroyed up there. We also destroyed one out over here, it looks like. Popped his turret off, which is awesome. We're going to move this guy down here. I want to see if we can figure out where that unit went. Because there was a tank out on that right side. We know that. The question is just, where did he go? Let's push these tanks back up in slightly better positions to where they can actually help if we get pushed again over here. Can sell our munitions vehicle now. And this Panzer, I don't know if they have infantry over here, so which is a little worrisome. Here, we'll call up our own infantry, and we'll try to secure this tree line. We'll have them run, do a quick run through and see what they can or cannot find. 6 points left for them now. So that's about one more, T-64, and that could be the game. We're gonna need to find them though. I'm assuming they obviously have a command unit left in here somewhere. This Igla team will only be a few points, so it wouldn't end the game for us. So just gotta figure out where these guys are. Here we go. We're getting these leopards healed up now. I could actually send this guy down here. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll replace him out just because we'll see someone coming down over here way before, and we can try and get that guy help if needed. Keep moving up our lukes. See what we can or cannot find. We just did have contact here, not sure what. There's a whole mess of vehicles on this road. Unfortunately, we do lose 2 leopards here. And we lost another one somewhere on this road. I can't remember exactly where he went up, but it was somewhere right out here. I think we've lost 3 leopards now. Here we go. There's the MG team, or one of these teams. Let's get our Panzer Grenadiers out, and we'll push them right up in there. Our martyrs are going to take cover in the woods. We'll try and get them a good spot to set up in. That way need to get these leopards out of here. They are taking heavy concentrated fire now from that artillery once again. Destroy an NSV team. Let's move everybody back up. Long range artillery out here. Get our lukes up there. Push this leopard up as well. Let's get this munitions vehicle out of here. He has done his job and rearmed our teams. And we'll start building up a little bit of a push on this left side. Try and force them out of this zone. Yeah, these leopards, looks like we're good to move back up into these tree lines. Artillery still just pounding away at nothing. There's kind of blind firing at this point. Looks like they got a mess of infantry out in there. I don't know why this guy would choose to go up and around, but we're going to just route him like that so he doesn't die in a stupid way. Let's get these martyrs up here and the leopards along this road now. They clearly have more somewhere out in there. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to tell where. We'll creep up our Jaguar and Leopard team over here. Okay, so it doesn't look like we really have any contacts out here. We could try and creep towards this bridge a little more. Something. We have a... That looked like a tank almost for a second there. We'll move our Jaguar up now. Let's get him going. We're getting shot at over here again. Artillery is relentless. It really is. And we have a T-64 out there. That is the game right there if we get that T-64 gone. So let's just try and set up a little bit. That sure if he can or cannot see us. Doesn't look like he can, or at least he doesn't have a shot to hit us with. This Jaguar moved all the way up here. He's at. Looks like Leopards are both staring them down, and that's the game. There goes their command unit, and that should be a battalion destroyed. We lost 12 points of units, so that's be 4 tanks. It should be. Oh no, it was only 3. Sorry, bad math. Not a math guy. I never claimed to be a math guy. So yeah, 3 Leopards gone. Not destroyed, down to 32%. I mean, they don't. That's a little unfortunate. We're up to down to 96% over here. Took some losses in that. I don't remember what we lost up here. Did we lose a Leopard from up here? Maybe. I'm not sure, but it's whatever. We're still pretty good up here. So let's see. We can go after these guys, but battlefield doesn't favor us, especially if they have the infantry that they do. So yeah, I think that's going to end our moves down in this very far southern sector. But I mean, great damage to these units. These guys, he's useless. They'll get thrown into something eventually, probably, but it's good to get the armor out of the way early. Now we're running out of moves for sure up here. We kind of got this tank battalion out here that's kind of on their lonesome. Interesting map. I'm trying to think of how we would attack this, but I think our Jaguars could eat in this middle sector. So the question is, do I want to bring the infantry? Projected a total defeat right now, and do these guys get an infantry complement? No, they don't. I think we're just going to bring them. I think they'll be useful kind of in these forest area, you know, for close range engagements, because they're bound to have infantry in here, I assume. Yeah, so we'll bring them along. Looks like they brought either aircraft or artillery. Yep, so they did bring aircraft. We will need our Gepards to be proactive this game. So we're going to go cheap on an CV over here. We're going to stick them right in that tree line. And we will grab a group of Iltis. Off-Glara. And we will stick them there for now. And we'll stick them up there with the Jaguar. It will kind of just be our forward little battery. We're going to need plenty of recon, I think, this game to kind of eliminate the tank threat that we're going to face. One in there. Stick another in that building. Throw a Jaguar right kind of in between. And we'll throw some down in the woods there. And we'll go cheap on another CV. We're going to stick them right in that corner. And try and play that corner. Definitely need another Jaguar. And now we will go grab our Leopards for close range support. There we go. And we'll have him come up here for now. Come up there. What I forgot to was air support, so we'll get AA. So we'll go Capard here. Grab all our Leopards, and we'll just move them up here for now. They're going to be our front line of defense, obviously, on this upper hill portion. Move him there. Let's grab you, and you're going to go right up there and sit pretty. And these guys will definitely have more parts, so grab 2 for this group. I'm not too worried about the Jaguar and infantry units, as I think they'll be fine, honestly. From air support, I don't know if they'll send a jet after him. I'll probably end up regretting that, saying that, but my opinion at least. I think they'll be more focused on trying to hit our tanks. Forgot to move this. Had this leopard move up, so let's get him up there. This Gepard needs to go. Okay. So we are moving up. Our recon elements are getting up there. Sell you, sell you, sell you. Here comes our first contact with an enemy. It looks like a BRDM. He is turning off the road. He's just a scout, so let's unload you. You get out of here. And push you all the way up there. BRDM's running off now. Okay. So everybody's kind of getting into just their positions right now. T-64, our first threat of the day, rolling up this road now. Let's move this leopard over here. Okay, missile tracking, come on. We're gonna hit, oh, we land right next to him. We don't get the kill, unfortunately, which is a bummer. I think that missile's gonna run out of juice. Yep, almost got him. Nearly there. BMP out there. He is met and quickly destroyed by our Leopard group. We're going to just move these guys up slightly. And let's move our Jaguar kind of in these woods. Okay, so good first opening engagements. I wish we would have gotten that. Wow, okay, that's a lot. That was a lot of units in there. So we're gonna start pumping units out towards this direction, because that looked like quite a bit of. Let's see if our recon team. There we go. They have eyes on another BMP. We smoke him. Fortunately, recon team can't see that much yet. Oh, we gotta stop. Oh, that's very close. Alright, so we're now being our infantry get kind of lucky there. They get 2 good hits on a T-64 and then run off back into the woods. We're probably going to need more recon out here, honestly. We're going to set this Leopard, he's going to be the first one up here. We're going to set him up to kind of cover this road. Oh, good lord. They are in the woods coming after this guy. We're going to lose that recon team for sure, unfortunately. That was very unfortunate. They just sent everybody they had at him. Well, if they keep coming up that road, I'm fine with that, because our Leopards have a great angle and are hitting them before they can hit us. Engine damage on that T-64. Let's see if we can creep this Jaguar up for a shot, maybe. You gotta be careful with it, obviously, but just gotta keep pumping Leopards over here because they are really loading up on this side. Forgot I should have bought a recon unit for up here because it ain't too pretty right now with us being so blind. Engine damage, that gives our missile a chance, but he gets out of range. back him off again. Alright, so 16 minutes of victory for them. They have a lot of points, I just realized too, which is a little annoying. But it seems like they got quite a few units on that right side, so it's making me wonder how open the left side will be. I'm assuming they obviously will have tanks over here, but the question is where and how many. We're going to give this side a little bit more of a mobile recon unit, and over here we'll go with 2 more ground infantry units. We do also have a lot more infantry over there to use. So they're just kind of rolling along with their tanks in that road. If we can get our Jaguar and Leopards up a little bit closer, I think we can start hitting them more than we are. But obviously we got to be careful with that because we don't know what they got, you know, near us right now. Keep trying to move these recon units up. Try and spot some more units. I'm a little worried that they do have a, you know, units in the woods over here still, as we unfortunately found out, because our infantry in the woods there got absolutely decimated. Let's call a Jaguar up over here, and we'll give these guys one over here as well as a recon, another recon team. Recon is going to win us this game for sure. If we can find their units, we can use our Jaguars to hit them from afar. Looks like we got more enemy contact. Looks like a truck. Leopard's going to get some shots on these units over here. We smoke the T-64. BRM trying to run. He won't escape the guns. They're returning fire on our T-64. There goes him. This missile's tracking, unfortunately. And Leopard takes an unfortunate few hits there. He's got to come out of that fight. But once this smoke clears, we'll have, you know, we got quite a few Leopards over here now, so it'll be a knife fight once again. Yep, once they come on, clear. Okay, gotta reverse these units out of here. We are taking way too much heavy fire right now. Wow, he fortunately gets that Leopard that was back there trying to sit and wait for us, which is unfortunate. Looks like we have multiple tanks crossing over here now. We missed on the one and hit the other. Or missed on the one and stunned the other only. We're going to need more armor up here ASAP to continue our hold on these guys. Another missile on the way. Come on. We get that tank. Great job there. We need a repair team up here ASAP. More artillery coming down on us now. Also looks like they are coming right at this group over here now. We have our Jaguar firing on that T-64, who is, unfortunately, missile runs out of juice, so we won't be able to do anything there. Let's pull this guy back. We run into some concentrated force of infantry. This artillery is set on eliminating our position over here. But we need supplies ASAP. Looks like we got more units crossing over here now. They're back in the zone over here, so we're going to try and get a few shots on these guys, hopefully. Engine damage on this guy. Missile away. This artillery is unreal. It's really never ending. They are just, I mean, the over-reliance on artillery by them is really insane in this game sometimes, because it's always what they're first to use. Oh, great. Now they're engaging our transports. Right now we're going to have to abandon this position. This artillery once again has a lock on us. Yep, gotta move our command unit away. Come on, everybody move. I mean, good grief, does this artillery ever stop? Ever? It is never ending over here right now. It is making our job of resupplying these guys a little bit difficult. Losing those two transports is also going to hurt us in the long run for sure. Gotta try and drive through this artillery fire. Not sure what is spotting us, but it's pretty clear they got something nearby that is giving away our infantry's position, or our tanks' positions. Like they are just hitting anything we even slightly leave in the open right now, which is very annoying. I need these recon guys up here ASAP, doing their job, figuring out where these enemy units are hiding. Got two more leopards rolling up over here now. Worried about any more T-64s appearing. Our supply trucks have successfully rearmed these guys. And let's keep pumping up these guys. Let's start applying pressure over here. Let's figure out where these units they got are hiding. Don't even know what they're trying to shoot at over here now, but that looks like something. Yep, here we go, just engaging our units. It's artillery, never ending. I'm worried one of these stray artillery shells is going to actually hit one of that recon unit that is attempting to get resupplied. There we go. Now we can see a bunch out here. Just a bunch of units over there. I think we're just going to try and hide all these guys in the woods for now because it's all we really can do. Oh no, we got to stop. Terrible timing there. Lose another leopard. That T-64 could not have shown his face at a worse time for us, as our leopard was in the middle of moving. Yeah, just keep popping guys up there, see what happens. I mean, it is BMP galore out here right now. They apparently just moved up their entire BMP force over here with no regard to their safety as they go up against heavy armor and just get totally thwacked there. And of course the artillery follows again. We do still have this, forgot we have this leopard up here that we can use. Let's see what else our recon squad over here can find. These guys are repaired now, so we'll get them gone. This artillery is just unreal. Never-ending artillery fire, per usual. Where's he at out here? I mean, I go to look, and of course he is... They're nowhere to be found. The problem is now is that we are running out of supplies. And unsurprisingly, the artillery goes right back to work. Oh, we're engaging a T-64 out here. Nice. Looks like we have gotten his turret stuck. Our second leopard to start engaging and actually hitting him, not missing. And there he goes. More BMPs being destroyed over here. We're turning that area into a junkyard. We're down to 32 points, 2 minutes to victory though. Oh good lord, we are in trouble. We gotta go now. Now. Take out that command unit, which is awesome. We lost the leopard right here, unfortunately. It doesn't look like this is falling fast enough, unfortunately, for us. And they're also pouring on the pain out here. Lose the leopard there. Our timer should go up once we take this point. Let's retreat these guys. Continue moving up with this group. Okay, we got 3 minutes to destroy 2 tanks. Can we do it? Maybe. Oh, and it looks like we might have done it. We destroyed at least 1. So 18 points lost first we, and those all came right at the end. 4 Leopards gone and 2 recon squads, but a ton of tanks lost for them. That was a great engagement for us. They are fleeing. They also had jets there. That's why they had so many more points. 62% combat percentage for them now, with a large number of their tanks wiped out. So awesome battle there for us. We're at 91%, so we did get a little battered, especially for what is to come here in the next few turns, it looks like. So we need to shut these guys down for now. Panzer Grenadier Battalion did their job. Awesome, 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 awesome. So yeah, they've lost most of their BVs, it looks like. They have about 4, they got 4 BVs left and a couple B1s, which I believe, yep, they don't have the Agona on them, so they lose their long-range capability. But yeah, that was a great battle there. Now let's look elsewhere. As we see, we got a bunch, whole nother tank group bearing down on us, but we're gonna, like I said, settle down and attack, see if we can use these other units, because our infantry will be a lot more useful on defense rather than offense. Now, one of the moves I have been debating making is taking our Scots Guards and pushing them up here to kind of hit these units a little bit more and work towards these units. But they will obviously be really exposed if we do that, which is not ideal. We can also pull these guys away. I don't know if we'll need 2 Panzer battalions over here to defend against these guys, or Panzer Grenadier battalions. And I mean, this guy is kind of on the run on his own out here, so I don't think it's a bad idea to pull this guy back and maybe see if we can use the 1st Regiment AAC's helicopters to push these guys back if they want to go after our infantry. So we'll pull them back over here. Kind of affects the front line. We'll move him out a little bit to stabilize. But yeah, this group is on their own essentially right now out here with them waiting their tank forces to come up. But do we want to move the guards? As we can see, they got plenty of tanks over here, and all it takes will be for them to collapse down. So I don't think it's a great move. Honestly, I could have moved them down here with the rest of them, or I can move them up to try and help out supporting these guys, which I think we might actually do, because then we'll have 2 tanks for 2 infantry. And honestly, we could probably even move this guy up here and do this, which I actually don't mind at all. So, and we can also, even if we really wanted to, we could try and force an attack here. They can bring a bunch of units up. The question is, would they? I don't know. It's a weird map for tanks, though, which is the problem. We have this large zone out here, and then this long one, which is going to be a lot of long-range fighting for us. And if they overwhelm us with tanks, well, I mean, our challengers and whatnot can fight, but they don't have the long-range capability. But yeah, we won't attack with these guys. We'll shut them down over here. The Queen's Hussars. Down over here, I don't find us having much of an advantage attacking either. Like I said, still got mostly chieftains, which I'll like them a lot more in the defense rather than the attack, due to their weaker armor, and I mean the gun on top of being not too accurate is not doesn't even pack that hard of a punch. Our last possible battle is up here, but I think we can wait. I want to see if they pull them down or what they do with our 2nd Royal Tank Regiment up here. Because I feel like maybe we can either pull them down slowly or push them, you know, make a push towards these cities up in the this upper north area. But yeah, I think that might be it for turn 1, guys. I'm pretty happy with where we got. We've lost 15 tanks, 16 soldiers compared to their 141 tanks. A lot of those T-64s and T-80s. They've lost 2 aircraft to our 1. 54 support vehicles, 285 soldiers dead, and 13 artillery units gone. And that was mainly from, I believe, that tank polk that was destroyed. But yeah, I mean, good start. And, you know, we'll see what they do when we go on the defense in our next video, guys. But I want to thank y'all for watching. I have to ask that you like and subscribe, please. And thank you for the support, and I'll see you in the next one.